Model Rule 1.8J addresses lawyers having sex with clients and the conflicts of interest that are posed in such relationships. So 1.8J says, a lawyer shall not have sexual relations with a client unless a consensual sexual relationship existed between them when the client-lawyer relationship commenced. Now, notice that this prohibition comes up twice in the model rules. Previously, in our course in comment 12 to Rule 1.7 as a type of material limitation conflict, and here as a standalone rule. Some states take a long time to adopt newer rules like 1.8J, but every state already has a version of Rule 1.7, and comment 12 would therefore always be applicable. Comment 21 to this rule notes that pre-existing sexual relationships are okay and explains the reason for the distinction. There's less risk of exploitation in the fiduciary relationship and of client dependency when the sexual relationship predated the start of the client-lawyer relationship. Even so, comment 21 cautions that before proceeding with the representation in these circumstances, a lawyer should really consider whether the lawyer's ability to represent the client will be materially limited by the relationship. It's really hard to be objective when you're that involved with the person emotionally. Comment 22 addresses a scenario in which a lawyer is representing a corporation or other organization. Now, if you're representing an organization, Rule 1.8J prohibits a lawyer for an organization, whether you're serving as inside counsel or outside counsel, from having a sexual relationship with the constituent of the organization who supervises, directs, or regularly consults with that lawyer about corporate legal matters. So for example, let's say you're representing Walmart, we're not talking here about the cashier at your local store, but the manager who makes the decision to hire or fire you as the lawyer, or whether to settle a lawsuit for corporate headquarters. Now, here's a quick review question to make sure you've grasped the rule. A client and a lawyer, let's say, are working closely on the client's divorce case. Eventually, they become romantically involved and begin a sexual relationship. After a few weeks, they stop having sex and begin dating other people, but the lawyer proceeds with the representation. Is the lawyer in violation of the model rules? Yes or no? Hopefully you know the answer to that. If not, you should rewatch this video. And that concludes our brief lecture about Model Rule 1.8J.